Welcome, wherever you are in the world. I am Jax Potter. I am the Psych. I am coming to you from Brisbane, Australia. It is unbelievably hot here at the moment, and we are having crazy amount of storms and wild weather, and it's really been evident to me lately how much we need that in our lives sometimes, whether we want it or we don't want it. So sometimes the storms that we go through, the things in our lives that are unpredictable and that we don't want and that create a little bit of mess and feel a little bit chaotic are the most beneficial things that we can have in our lives. Sometimes the storm is needed to clear out the chaos and the stuff that we don't need. So if you are in a stormy period of your life, trust that you are okay, trust that it is a clearing out and things will change for you. Okay, we are going to take 2 callers today. I'm going to chat through whatever you want to chat through. If you've got questions, feel free to ask me questions. We can talk on any topic. If you've got spiritual mentoring that you want, if you've got questions about your own life, I'm also a trauma therapist as well as a psychic medium. So we can really talk about a whole heap of stuff, whatever feels great to you. Before I take some callers, we're going to do a little card pull. As I'm shuffling the cards, I'm hearing calm. There is always calm after a storm. There is always calm after a storm. So if you are feeling stormy, if you are feeling worried, if you are just feeling that uncertainty, remind yourself that there is always calm afterwards. Okay. Oh, I got a heaven card. This is around spirit realm. So if you have been feeling a little unsure of things or drawn to connect into your own spirit team, you're being asked to do this. A beautiful, beautiful way to connect in with your spirit team is to take at least 10 minutes in the morning. You can do longer if you like, but at least 10 minutes in the morning and at least 10 minutes later in the day. Just take some time, grab a pen and paper, make sure you've got pen and paper with you if this is something that you're still learning and practicing and getting used to. So take a pen and paper, really quiet, no music, no distracting noises. Find somewhere that's really quiet out in nature at home and just take 10 minutes to ask questions. They can be any questions that you like. They can be, when is my next partner coming? They can be, why does the world function the way that it does? Why is there war? You can connect in. Your spirit team are there for your guidance, for your support, and to help you gain more clarity and to help you be on your highest path. So sorry, I'm croaky. You cannot ask too many questions. You are not a burden to your team. When you ask the questions, allow yourself time to just sit in that silence and then write what comes through. You will either hear it or you will feel it or you will just know it. Sometimes it'll just be a word. Sometimes it'll just be a knowing of what you want to, what the answer is. Other times it'll be very, very quiet because they may not want you to know at that point in time, or they've already orchestrated you getting the answers some way. So sometimes it's 3 days later, someone will bring up a topic and you realize that that's exactly what you were hoping to know. So lots of patience with this, lots of patience with yourself. Don't get frustrated if it doesn't happen in the way that you want, because the spirit realm really offers things through synchronicities, through visual things, through many different modalities. So don't get frustrated. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Okay, Janet, are you there?
I am. Hi, Jax.
Hi, welcome to the show. Have you got questions for me?
I do. I wanted to know if my family, spiritual family, has anything that they think I should focus on.
Oh, so beautiful.
And I want to know a little. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, my love, I cut you off. Keep going.
And I just want to know about career and my family's health.
Career and?
My family's health. If there's anything that I should be concerned about.
Yeah, beautiful. I don't know if you just heard me talking about connecting with your spirit team as well, and you being able to do that, because they're definitely asking you to do this as well. So I will obviously give you some clarity today and support you a little bit, but your team's absolutely asking you to connect in a little bit more and take time, at least 10 minutes, a couple of times a day, just to ask directly to your team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your greater spirit team, and be able to receive clarity, because you're actually far, far more in tune than you're giving yourself credit for. And the more that you spend time, think of it like sitting down with a family dinner, but you're sitting down to family dinner with your spirit team. And you're asking for wisdom and you're asking for clarity. So they're really asking you to do that quite a lot more than you are.
Okay.
What they want to talk to you about with family's health, diet is really important here. And I don't mean you have to eat perfectly and everything has to be about diet, but they are asking for more balance within diet. For yourself, absolutely more consistent hydration. So coconut water would be amazing for you. Having some minerals throughout the day, like a little more intentional hydration throughout the day for you. And then with your extended, with the people around you, so they're just showing me people around you, whether that's your extended family or whether that's friends that you spend time with, just balanced diet and nutrition. Not trying to make it all perfect, but just a little bit more balance in there is going to be amazing for you. They're also talking in relation to health. What's the fear of yours for your health? What's your fear around your own health? They're showing me something from years ago that's created a little bit of this. So what's happened?
For me, not for myself.
Okay, so who is it?
More
Who
of
is
my
this
husband.
Okay, and then it's
my
you're
husband.
worrying about. Got it.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm feeling your fear, so you're concerned about him. Okay. Who is he talking to? Like he's got medical practitioners. Has he got sort of holistic support as well? Like what kind of support does he have around his health at the moment? And he needs a team is what I'm being shown.
He does have a team. That is true.
Okay. Great. I'm so glad that he does have that team. That's really important. So keep that team with him. I know it just feels a bit up and down with him, as though it's been up and down with him. This team, they're giving me that beautiful reassurance of they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Each person on this team is very mastered in their art, is how they're saying it. So each of them are great in their field of expertise. They know what they're doing. Do you know, honestly, what I'm picking up more than his health is actually your worry about it. That's what's coming through more than his health, is actually your worry about him. I mean, I know you worry about him just as his partner and you worry about him in general, but they're asking you to not worry so much. He has a team. He has people who are experts in their field. He has great support. Allow yourself just to love him and to support him without the fear. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah, because it's exhausting you.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't need to have that fear, my love. He's got amazing support. Let yourself support him, but support him in a way where it's very much kind of that mentality of, okay, we've got each other. We are okay. We've got a credible team. This is okay. Let go of the fear around this, because the exhaustion from the fear is actually making it harder. Like you're run down. That's how they're showing me. Like I'm getting quite croaky as I talk and just feel a bit like drab and fatigue and not much energy. Like you're getting run down because of your worry about his health. So more hydration for you, more balanced diet for all of you. And just when those fears come up, when those worries come up, how do you normally calm your mind down a little bit? What reassures you normally?
Pray.
Okay, beautiful. Absolutely. And the heaven card was the card that I pulled, so I'm not surprised. So please do that. But please, with that, because that's incredible and that's really important for you. So continue to do that as much as you want. You cannot do that too much. There's no burden for the spirit realm. Pray as much as you want, but also ask specific questions. See what your own guidance is. They're telling me it will come through in sort of one word at a time, or you'll write something and realize what the guidance is. But the other part of this is also mental reassurance for yourself. So I have prayed, I'm checking with my spirit team, my ancestors, my family, all of that. But I trust myself, I trust my hubby, I trust that we are okay and that we can cope with anything the world throws at us. So allow yourself to be in the present moment as much as you can.
Okay. Is there anything about career?
Career,
Is there anything about career for myself?
For yourself. You know that meant to be in a position of healing and supporting other people, whether it's a healer or labeled as a healer or not. You are here to support other people in healing ways. So what is your current career?
I'm in healthcare.
Okay. Yeah, you're a healer. What's the part of that isn't fulfilling for you at the moment?
That fulfills me? Is that what you said?
That is not fulfilling. The part of it that is not fulfilling for you at the moment.
Politics, the administration. I mean, I'm in administration, so I don't have patient, but it's just the administration side of things.
Yeah, but you are absolutely. Do you know that about yourself, that you are here to support others in a healing capacity? That's why I said whether you are actively working as a healer or not, you are still here in a healing capacity. That's why you're in a healing environment. That's why you support other people. And that's why you're getting so frustrated with the politics of it all, because you are here for support and for healing. You're not here for the nonsense. That's why you're getting so frustrated. That's why you're getting so frustrated with it. And that's why it's your team saying that's why it impacts you so much more than other people, because other people are there for the money, or other people are there just to get the work done. And you can't operate in that way. You've never operated in that way. You are very much here to be of support, to be of service, to share love, to live in unconditional love. This is why when you pray, you feel so much better, because you receive those kind of, the way I'm being shown it is like those beams of unconditional love when you pray. And that's what you're here to do with the people around you in the work that you do. Even if you're not doing hands-on healing, you are still doing that for the people within the office that you're in, and in the way that you go about your life with your family and with your friends. So that's why it's hitting you harder, all of the politics. Yeah, that's why the politics is hitting you so hard. Is there if you were going to stay there, so what they're saying to me is you have a couple of options. You could choose to be in a similar role in a different place, or you can stay where you are. But either way, what is necessary is for you to set those really strong boundaries of not being impacted by the policies, regardless of where you are, because you are, and I say this with so much love, but because you are so connected in with the spirit realm, because you are so connected in with unconditional love, and that's how you naturally operate, you are always going to be more affected by things than other people are. You are always going to see mistreatment more clearly than other people. You are, like, if you watch the news, you can really see people's behavior more clearly than other people can before it even comes to light. You know, you can sort of watch someone go, oh, I don't trust that person. That's, something's going to come to light there. You know it really beautifully and really easily. And because you are so connected in that way, it's really important wherever you work that you have very, very strong boundaries of, I see it and I recognize this politics, but it's not for me to take on. I'm not getting involved in it, because if you decide to move from where you are now in Korea, you want to be able to move into a new position, very, very clear that that you're not taking on the politics. And if you decide to stay where you are in the same role, in the same position, allow yourself almost like a little armor around yourself before you walk in the morning. And then as you leave, you sort of take that armor off and you come out into your full true self, if that makes sense. Yes,
because it is draining.
It's so draining, and it will always be for you. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that you see things and feel things more easily than other people do. You are very connected in when people are being very selfish, when there's too much ego involved. So it's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's not that, you can change anything. You're not going to be able to change the politics here. This is just what it is with that particular workplace. So it's, for you, their advice is to either to shift, but if you shift either in a different position in that space or shift out of there, that you still need to have that beautiful necessary, the same as myself. I pick up on everything really easily, and I've got to have, in particular environments, I have to sort of be a little bit armored so I don't take on all of the politics. And that's what they're saying is the most helpful, because you're drained at the moment because you're worried about hubby, and you're also really drained because of the politics at work. And what your team is saying is these are two things that you can learn some energetic boundaries for yourself, and that's going to change everything so powerfully for you. So their recommendation is to pretend that you've got sort of this armor on at work, not changing who you are, but an armor where the politics can't get in. That's what they're recommending for you. The other thing they're showing me is there a little element where you can, not a huge undertaking with study, but is there something that you're able to study or increase your knowledge on when it comes to career?
Oh, I do all the time.
Okay, so what are you doing at the moment?
Actually, I'm learning AI for healthcare.
Got it. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. You seem to pick that up pretty easily, more than most people. Do you recognize that? Do you feel that?
I don't know. I do love what I do. You know, I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're not giving yourself enough credit for how good you are at what you do, because you're exhausted and because the politics are at play. You're just kind of like, oh, at the end of each day, it's like a bit of I got to reset every time, and then I got to go in and do the same thing. And you're actually really, really good at what you do. And you pick up on new knowledge. That's how they're showing me. You pick up on new knowledge really well, much easier than what most people do when they're going to learn something new. You seem to be able to pick it up really well. You're naturally good at this. So protect your energy, and you will find that it's far easier in career. This is not about you needing to be better at your job. You're really, really good at what you do, and you're good on gaining you're great on gaining new knowledge. It's more around just not allowing other people's stuff into your energy field, and not taking any of it personally, or not taking any of it on board. That's all.
Yes. I actually
next
agree
year,
with that. That is true.
Yeah, it really is. And if you are really intentional about this, you're going to notice that next year feels lighter. So if you take away that fear around hubby and kind of pray, check in, talk to your spirit team, write a little bit about it, shift out of that, shift out of worrying about all of the political stuff at work, you're going to find that next year is far lighter. But there's also a lot more opportunity for laughter next year, which you're very ready for. You've had a heavy couple of years. So there's more laughter next year.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And
please be proud of yourself.
Are we done really quick? Can I ask one more question?
Really?
I was just wondering if my father passed on Thanksgiving like 21 years ago. I was wondering if there's any messages from him.
Mm. He's saying it doesn't feel like he said, are you sure it's that long, in a playful way, like it doesn't feel like it's been that long. He's with you, so you know this. Yeah, you know that the way they're showing me, he like soars in and visits and then moves through. So do you recognize those times when he's with you? Are you able to tell? Do you just have a sense of it, or is there some sort of signs that you get?
In the past I used to, but not so much anymore. So,
all right. How did you know in the past?
I would just get thoughts of him or a smell.
Okay, great.
And I would think I would see him.
Yeah. No, that's why he's saying it doesn't feel like that long, and that's probably what he's meaning by that, where you're like, in the past I could connect with him more easily, but I haven't been able to for a while. He's still there. He's very much still doing the same things, and he's saying, so the way I get shown from the spirit realm is for us to be able to connect into a team, our ancestors and our guides. If self-doubt or overthinking is loud, it really kind of makes that channel hard for any of us. So the more you can quiet down self-doubt and overthinking, the easier it is to connect. So he's asking you just to quieten down the self-doubt, the worry about hubby, the worry about the politics at work. The more you can quieten down just those little things that are outside of your control, you're actually going to be able to feel him and hear him more easily. So he's asking you to do that because he would love you to be able to recognize when he's there more. That's going to be amazing for you too, knowing that you've got that support right there.
Okay.
Okay, my love. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Jax.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Kelsey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Are you able to hear me?
I've got you. Do you have questions or topics you'd like to talk about?
I kind of want like a general, but I also would like to try to connect to my ex-fiance that passed away.
Are you happy to share his name?
Brogan.
Okay. And you're also happy just for just general, whatever comes through from your team? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Brogan's immediately talking about confidence within yourself. Has that changed over the last sort of 18 months? Your self-confidence and self-worth?
I feel like it's probably gone down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like I feel like there was a period where you were really intentional about trying to feel more confident and just not sort of trying to take on things so much and you not being impacted by other people so much. But the last sort of 17, 18 months, they're just showing me it's been a bit sort of up and down and going downwards more than anything. And he just wants to remind you, when you laugh, it is so, so contagious. When you are confident within yourself, and you know this, he's saying you know this, when you are confident within yourself, everything around you and your environment changes as well. Do you know this?
Yes, I know what he's referring to.
Yeah, he's asking you to remember the power that you hold when you feel good about yourself, when you are feeling playful, when you are laughing, when you are not taking on everyone else's stuff, when you feel good about the skin you're in, when you feel good about who you are, your external world, things happen, like you're a bit of a manifester. Things happen pretty easily and pretty quickly for you in the external world when you feel good about yourself, when you trust yourself. But it's wavering at the moment. And what did you used to do when you struggled with your confidence? What things helped you previously?
I would say like dancing and music, connecting
Beautiful.
to music.
To your body, especially.
Yeah.
Connecting to your body is really helpful for you. So self-pleasure, music, dancing, anything that's physically going to help you connect in with your body. They're also talking about there's an online mentor / sort of leader in confidence. So I don't know if you've found them yet or if you're listening to them, but they're showing me you watching, like following someone or watching YouTube videos, that sort of thing, on someone who is an expert in this field on working on self-confidence and self-trust. And that's going to be amazing for you. So are you already doing that, or is that something you need to start doing?
That would be something I'd need to start doing.
Please be open to, they're just showing me it's one particular person that you really resonate with, that you start sort of watching them and following them, and they make sense to you. And that's going to be helpful for you for tips and tricks on just getting yourself back to a place where you do like yourself, where you are feeling proud of yourself, where you're quite guarded. And I understand the trauma that you've experienced. I won't share all of that on air, but I can see some of the really heavy things that you've experienced in this life. And because you've had, things that either haven't been resolved or have just taken so much of your heart with them, it feels heavy. It feels hard to feel good about yourself, and it feels hard to feel light and playful. And your team's not trying to get you to do that false positivity, everything's great. It's really more about a process of slowly building back up to who you are, and knowing that even with the trauma, so it's not dismissing the hard things that you've been through, but knowing even though you have been through these hard things, you are still very worthy of feeling great, of doing things that make you feel incredible, of loving who you are. And that's what your team and your ex-fiance are asking, that you spend that time really reconnecting. And it's really okay for you to have more of that playfulness and more of that lightness and more of that self-love. The other thing that is coming up is, and I pulled the card, is free-spiritedness, like connecting more into that little rebellious part of you. Like if you think back to when they're showing me you were like 13, 14. If you think back to when you're 13 and 14 and just feeling a little bit like, I don't want to do that. I don't like the way that person does that. I want to do it my way. Actually connecting back into that is going to help you so much, because there's this free-spirited, not rebellious as in just causing chaos, but little rebellious as in, if it's not for me, I don't want to do it. And if I don't like it, I no longer want to say yes to it. So connecting more into that free-spirited side of yourself that's been, the way they're showing me, it's just been kind of stifled or bogged down by heavy life things. Does that make sense to you when I talk about that slightly rebellious, free-spirited side?
Yes, it does. I think it helps kind of like connecting to, I guess I've struggled with setting my boundaries with certain things. And so I've been working on that lately, because I do take on a lot with others. And I think when I do set those boundaries, then I can connect more to myself. So yes, that does make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. The more you can connect into 13, 14-year-old you that's like, no, thanks, I don't want to do it. No, that's not my thing. The more you can do that, the easier it will become to set the boundaries. When you set boundaries, beautiful, it's really important to not just set the boundary, but as you leave, you go, okay, I'm not overthinking this. I'm not getting caught in a loop about if I did the right thing or I didn't, because if you do that, if you're overthinking it, you may as well not have set the boundaries. So allow yourself just to say what you want to say, set the boundaries where you need to set them, and walk away being really, really proud of yourself and knowing that this is something you have needed for a long time and that you have been craving for a long time. It is immediately what came through from your spirit team of allow out that little rebellious, free-spirited part of you, allow yourself to just say what you want to say, to not feel shame about it, and to bring in more of that spark of joy, because when you are playful, you are so playful, and you are then going to allow in and create more abundance within your world because of that. So thank you so much. You really deserve to be moving into this, and I'm excited for you because it's going to feel incredible as you do this.
Well, thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. I felt like after he passed away, I had a lot of love and light, and I always helped others, and I have really been struggling since he's been gone doing that, and I feel like my light was very dim, and so I am trying to find that love and light again. And
Love that. Pour it in. I know we have to go, but pour all of that into yourself. This is what you're being asked. All of that love and light, pour all of that into yourself that you have put on everyone else. Bring it into yourself, and it will be life-changing for you doing that.